So a few days ago, I decided to make my first animated short. Yeah, all while putting a ridiculous time limit on it because that's just what we do here. The challenge: complete my first animated short in 7 days. The problem: I have virtually zero experience animating, outside of animating some text, a few small self-contained projects where I heavily follow the reference in a short phase of about a week in Clip on my phone a few years ago. And it's kind of cool because I wish I still had those because I made like a really cool little snowman thing. And no, it was like this man walking in the rain and there was like raindrops and stuff. And yeah, but it was like not drawn well. Anyways, aside from all of that, I had nothing to help me. The only real theory I have on it is that I watched the 12 Principles of Animation video about 2 years ago before this. And I did not watch it again before starting. I do watch it again, I think about like 3 days in though. Or a few of the principles. I didn't watch all of them because I was running out of time. All of these problems bothered me none at all, as I set out on the journey of making an animated short with music in 7 days. And when I say with music, I mean composing the music. I'm also not a composer. All of the actual animating part was live streamed, so if for some reason you really want to see what happened, please feel free, they're there. I'll show you what I ended up with, even the frightfully pathetic final frames. Challenge completed? Let's find out. The process was as follows. Draw as much as I could from my head, then consult reference and tutorials to refine and polish. The goal was to learn as I go and watch and apply tutorials along the way. I definitely knew I was doing certain things wrong. Look at this. Look how stiff it is. Look how stiff this all is. But I was pleasantly surprised by how much I did figure out. Aside from learning I could actually draw from angles I didn't think I could. I'm not saying I did it well, but I did something. I mainly learned a lot by my program, Clip Studio. Figuring out by doing helped me learn things I wouldn't even know how to look up about it, so I count that as a success. And although my drawings look like pure nonsense, I can feel in my hands, my art hand, that I've leveled up a art hand. Do that again. I can kind of feel that I've leveled up a little bit. Like, I'm not saying a lot, but something started to click somewhere, even if it might be a little hard to see from your side. It was a brilliant exercise in drawing from my head, and that's my goal, to get 80% done by hand and go back in with reference and make it look nice. I was gonna say sweet. So I'm happy with that. That said, I'm not satisfied with the result and I will finish. I know myself pretty well in this case, and if I don't finish soon, there's a good chance it'll wind up like many of my unfinished drawings and paintings I meant to finish, but are just wallowing away in my backlog of unfinished paintings. Anyways, that's how the making an animated short in 7 days went this time around. So I didn't beat the challenge this time, but like Rocket Lee, even though I failed, I put up a pretty spectacular fight. Animator and artist. If you animate or do art, or for some random reason have animation know-how without being an animator or artist because you're just randomly awesome, let me know in the comments how I can improve for when I do part 2 of the challenge. I'm always up for learning, so tell me what you think. Thank you for watching. The next challenge will be out shortly because I don't want to forget what I learned.